Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Daily Zone, the Daily Realness channel. Me, your host, yours truly, Calvzone, or whatever you want to call me. I hope you're all having a fantastic Sunday. I had a pretty phenomenal weekend. It was pretty good. Like I said, Friday, we streamed, had a good time there. I went to my mother's where I got to meet her German Shepherd and her cat. And guys, I've come to the conclusion that dogs are just built different, okay? Like this German Shepherd, I don't think slept more than 30 minutes. For the entire 12 hours I was at their house. I tried to go to bed on this couch. I would move an inch. I would turn, and I could feel this dog come out of the bedroom, look around the corner, and then just beam it straight to me and go, "Hey, you're awake?" And he did the thing where he takes his nose and he's stabs you, and he's like, "Come on, get up. We're playing now." And so I end up getting maybe 2 hours of sleep before we headed down to see my little brother on Saturday, and I actually got a mug from it. It's the good old Highland Games. It was pretty fun. We didn't stay for as long as I wanted to, and I didn't really get anything collectors wise. I won't lie. Okay, they had this mace. I know, right, guys? Me being attracted to maces, that's crazy. They had this nice mace that's probably this long, and it was studded with metal studs, spikes. And it was $100, and I was so close to getting it. I was like, if we go back through, I'll get it 100%. They had these axes, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. We watched them obviously talk about some games. I saw them toss the long pieces of the mini trees. I watched them throw some bricks with chains connected to them. I even saw them basically do shock put. I forget what it was called. I don't have the booklet, so I don't know what they were things. But we ended up at a place called Stone Mountain in Georgia. Pretty phenomenal place. We didn't explore much of it, but I am going back sometime in the future because they got a ton of attractions and a ton of trails. They have camping sites, so should be pretty good. But I watched the games. We went and a lot of it was for the clans, the Irish clans. I'm not from Ireland. I don't have heritage from Ireland, I don't think. So that was kind of we got to try some food. I will go over all of it now. As a fat guy, I have the criteria to critique food. I started out with a bratwurst with sauerkraut. Was pretty good. It was $16 for a hot dog, essentially. It was really good. It was a bratwurst in a hot dog bun with some sauerkraut on top of it with mustard. And I had some French fries, but that was $16. And I was like, oof, that was rough. Okay. They had some barbecue, so I had some ribs, some French fries. My mom got some shepherd's pie. That was pretty good. It was made with haggis. It was pretty good. There was a different different area, there was an echelon of the haggis, the one in the shepherd's pie. Pretty good. But then I went to this British kind of place, this British food stand, and I got a meat pie. And I got a sausage roll. Now the sausage roll was a piece of sausage and a nice baked crust. Pretty good. It was $8. I don't think it was worth $8. But it was okay. And then I had a meat pie, which I was pretty excited about. I was expecting some fried, meat pie. This one I think was probably baked. Not even baked. It's more like it got microwaved. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It was not good. The outside, the pie part of it was real gummy. Wasn't that good. And the meat on the inside also was not of that great quality. But overall, the food was pretty good. Not a lot of downsides. I enjoyed most of what I ate. The highlights definitely being the really expensive bratwurst, and the shepherd's pie was also pretty good. I would definitely have ate that again. That Bayou Billy, this cup right here, it's sweet tea. Wait, $15 for this cup, by the way. But that's my souvenir. I didn't get the mace, nor did I. They did have this cool, I'm pretty sure it's Celtic kind of crowns. Unfortunately, they were $320, and guys, there were some that were really cool. There was one that had wolves on it, and I was like, man, you know how sick that would be to own? And it was made of metal, and it was actually really, really cool. But it was $320, and I was like, I don't know if I want to drop $320 on a crown, guys. As fun as it would be for the bit, the mace would have been a bit. Because hopefully I never have to use an actual mace on someone, but like I'd be like, look at me mace, and then I would have put the mace on the shelf and it would have never got touched again. But yeah, I didn't really get anything. I think my mom got a few shirts. And that's about it. We headed out, we looked at the Stone Mountain, which was a massive mountain, and then we dropped off my little brother, came home, got home at about 6 o'clock. I was pretty pooped. I was in black pants, and I was wearing a tank top and my guys night shirt, which a few people recognize, and that was pretty fun. But I was wearing all black, and it was like 80 degrees, and so I got absolutely cooked. I baked under that sun, and then when I got home, like about 7 o'clock. Sat down. I played some Battlefield, and then I played some World of Warcraft. That was pretty fun. Remix. Been having a blast on that. I've been trying to stream. I streamed this morning. Wasn't particularly in a great mood. I'm sure you'll be able to see if you watch the VOD. Like, I try, but then I'm like, I kind of pitter out. It was pretty rough. And trying to get healthy again. I'm trying to figure out a better way to word this. We're trying to be healthy again. I do this every couple weeks. Where it's really just, I need to get better at, eating under my calorie limit. You know how that goes. So I decided I would try Factor, okay? And I'm not sponsored, so don't be like, oh, you're sponsored. No, I'm not. I got it for really cheap. I got 10 meals for like $80, which still is kind of pricey. But I figured, why not try it? I've got a deal. It makes it half off, and I get a breakfast add-on, which there wasn't a lot to choose from because most of it was taken out, but I got some breakfast smoothie or something, and that'll come in Monday, assuming they can get it to my house. And so we'll be trying that. Not this next Monday, but the Monday after next. So we'll be trying that, and I look forward. I'm hoping that's gonna be my entire content for that whole week. Is I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, here's my dinner. Let's rate it. Let's see if it's good or not. And at least it should be entertaining. If it sucks, then I spent $80. I got some crap food, but at least I hopefully made some good content out of it. But yeah, I'm trying to think if I got anything else to say. I hate my capture card. Let everybody know. Don't like it at all. It's driving me crazy. Absolute buck wild. I'm trying to think if I got anything else. I rambled pretty good. Like I said, nice souvenir cup. It is a pretty good cup. It's made from a bean can, I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure this is like redone bean cans, which is hilarious, but that's so Southern. I was like, man, it's on the shelf. It's behind me to the point where you can't even see it. Yeah, I haven't really added anything new to the shelf. The shelf is going to slow down in getting collections. I'm going to cut back on my book buying. Because there's not a lot. I've been trying to read some of these books. Okay, I've been trying to be like, oh, let's read, and a lot of them I bought because I like saw good reviews. However, I've not really vibed with they were not they were like they didn't grab me in the first chapter, and so I put them down. Also, I smell metal, and if you see me making weird faces, it's because I'm smelling metal, and I don't even like talking about it because I went to the dentist a lot as a kid, and so I'm used to kind of metal on teeth, and it makes my teeth feel funky, especially when I can smell metal. It's driving me crazy. It's making my whole front part of my teeth, because a lot of my front teeth are mostly fillings. If you can't tell, I was a very bad kid at taking care of myself, and so a lot of my teeth got kind of ruined, as it were. They were mostly fillings, and so I had a lot of work done, and we didn't have the money to. I didn't want to splurge by taking the the shots. When you go to dentists in America, or at least mine, they would offer you shots of something that's supposed to numb that area. I was a man. I didn't want that extra. It was extra $500 to get the numbing shots, and at one point I did those, and it took me multiple rounds of those shots. So I was like, might as well just thug it out and just raw dog it. And so that's how I've done the dentist for a while. I've not been to the dentist in a while, but that's how I did the dentist, is I just would not get numbed. And so they would just work on my teeth with no painkillers at all. I mean, they would still put the, I think nose thing on you, but you know, not that crazy. But yeah, that was a weird tangent, but that's just me. And yeah, I don't think I got anything else to talk about. I might go live later tonight. I'm not too sure. I really want to play Battlefield. I really want to get some clips, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm still in my kind of funk where I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I spent the last 2 hours kind of just sitting here watching videos, not really doing anything. I mean, like, I'm kind of wasting my whole Sunday away. So I opened the door to my gym, walked in there, and I was like, you know, maybe I lift, you know, maybe. But yeah, I think that's it for me, guys. I didn't really got much else to talk about. I could play those food games, but to be honest, I'm like, that would stretch this video an extra 20 minutes, and I don't feel like doing that. Not because I don't think it'd be fun, just because it's kind of like a different thing. It's like I might as well just record another video, and I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna try to stream more this week. Periodically, they're not gonna be long streams because, like I said, most of these are gonna be after work, so it's gonna be like I get home, I got like an hour of energy, I come home. I might try to do a thing where I record the Daily Zone in the first 15 minutes, and then I go to play games, and then after the stream, I can just crop that 15-minute segment and export it to YouTube as like my Daily Zone video. I might be testing that out and see if that works. If it does, that's awesome. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow. I make these videos every single day. They're called the Daily Zone. If you like them, you know, consider subscribing. Yeah. Bye-bye.